Welcome to the Sound of the Screen Squad. Like always, I'm Vinny.
Hey,
And
And this week, we're talking about 1994's The Mask. Because Jim Carrey was smoking. I don't know why I did that. I don't know why
I
I
don't.
did that.
when
Or
you
Cameron
react,
Diaz was
boy.
smoking.
Look how
Cameron
fucking
Diaz.
weak.
This is Cameron Diaz's first official movie, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
She looks
yeah, it
so
is.
Oh,
young.
so the movie
He
where
was
she,
21.
hmm?
He was 21.
Sweet.
Well,
Sweet.
Yeah.
so The Mask, based on the Dark Horse comic, right? Based on the comic, and this movie is still iconic in Mexico.
Wait,
It's
say it
super.
again.
Yeah, if you, I don't know if you've ever been to
Senior
like
Frogs.
no, not in your Frank's Cancun. There's a place called Coco Bongo. They built the Coco Bongo Club, right? And the Mask to this day is the biggest thing there. Like they have a
Are
show and
you
they have the
sure? Are you sure the Coco Bongo wasn't already there?
well they built the thing called Coco Bongo and they have the character of the Mask there. So
Specifically.
specifically, yeah, and then they kind of throw in other movies, but it was mainly the Mask because it's called Coco Bongo. But it's not just in Cancun. It's like in Playa del Carmen. It's like in other places as well. Um, but yeah,
Coco
like
Bongo.
this movie came out
Coco
in
Bongo
19.
sounds like a place in the Miracle Mars, then, right?
Maybe.
No, that's like
I know that
that's the
there's I know that there's places
Pagaro. Never
I know
mind.
that there's places here called Coco Bongo, but no, yeah, it's
Sponsored
this
by Yelp.
this movie is still big. Like this movie, I mean, there,
Everybody,
this is
go ahead.
like
Use Yelp. Look shit up.
This is around the time Jim Carrey had what Dumb and Dumber, Ace Ventura,
No,
The
Ace Ventura
Mask,
was like,
right?
he had done Ace Ventura, but it hadn't been released really. I mean, I think it had, but it hadn't been a hit yet
Yeah,
because he
because
didn't get paid much for The Mask.
but this movie is a big hit. This
Oh
movie was a
yeah,
big
made a
hit.
lot of money.
I mean,
and you know
like
what?
with the special effects and Jim Carrey was very like he
Not
lent him like his talents
Well,
were lent very well for the
well,
Mask
because
character,
because he basically is walking special effects. You know, it, right?
the rubber face man.
Yeah,
yeah, and body.
Yeah,
yeah.
and
They
he was
not
Ha-
they
able to go
nominated the They nominated it for Oscars
for
for
the
yeah,
special
visual
and
effects.
effects.
and special
Yeah.
effects still better than the Flash and Indiana Jones.
I mean, Indiana Jones just had the deep fake, but I definitely will say it's better than the
The
Flash.
flask. What are you drinking?
I don't know,
No,
the
the
Flash.
flaccid.
It's 5
Uh,
p.m. somewhere.
It's the flaccid penis.
because this movie was made on a 20 like Max I think was like $23 million budget and it grossed 351 million.
That's
So it was
Yeah.
phenomenal.
a big hit so much that they didn't make a sequel with Jim Carrey. They made a
They
sequel
were-
that no one ever speaks of.
The son. The
The
son of the
Son of the
mask.
Mask
yeah,
because it's
with
starring Jamie Kennedy.
damn Jimmy Kennedy.
Jamie Kennedy. But okay,
He looks
so
like a homeless dude now, right?
I'll be right back. Oh yeah, he does.
uh-huh.
Yeah.
No, that's somebody else. That's that's Scooby. That's Shaggy from Scooby Doo. Says that.
Oh, that's right.
Zoinks!
Uh-huh.
Old school.
Matthew Lillard. Okay, so
I
the
want to
movies
get some drinks.
the movies that follows Stanley Ipkiss and he finds Loki's mask and he puts it on and he gets his alter ego of this
You
masked
find the
character.
mask of Loki, the
Agree.
god of mischief.
Wait. Before you continue, why in the
Uh-huh.
world are we talking about this?
I don't know. Ozzy picked the mask for some reason.
So I sat down and I looked on Hulu.
It was a trailer.
No, yeah, and I was like, actually, Carrey Diaz in a long time like that. So I pushed play and I was watching it with my youngest, and he was actually enjoying it. So
She hasn't done a movie in a long time. Didn't she like quit movies
she
for a bit?
retired. She retired.
Supposedly, you never retire.
Well, she
Ask
retired.
Harrison Ford.
She retired, and then she came back to make a movie with Jamie Foxx, and then he got sick.
I wonder why he got sick then.
He probably saw her acting. It's fine.
Allegedly.
Uh,
Night and Day. Night and Day Part 2.
Vanilla Sky Death.
Vanilla Sky the sequel? That's awkward.
What's
No,
it-
but
What
I
was
mean,
that? I don't get that.
He's clicking a pen. But I think the movie.
What
the
does that
movie,
mean?
The movie's really. I think the movie still is a lot of fun. It's still Jim Carrey as the Mask character is very enjoyable to see on the screen. Still, I mean, yeah, the special effects now If you look at him now, well, going backwards in special effects, but if I compare it to like other movies, yeah, the special effects is still better than Blade 2, right? But
Why is your
but
eye droopy?
I think it's good. I like the movie. I like the story. I like pretty much everything that happens in it. The fact that it's not super violent and it's cartoon violence. That's the
Hmm.
whole point of the mask character. Is that
It's
it's
fun.
cartoon violence. It's fine. It's like
No,
Well,
it's a
because
I
very
he's
think it's
a
well
fan of
done.
cartoons, like in the comic books. He's a fan of
Yeah,
cartoons.
he's a fan of cartoons, and in the sequel, he actually draws cartoons.
Oh,
But it's not
what?
Stan. It's not Stanley Ipkiss,
But who?
right?
But who's in that movie again?
Jamie Kennedy.
Jamie Kennedy.
Exactly. No one's gonna watch it.
Jamie Kennedy and a CGI baby that's imbued with the powers of Loki.
You know,
Like
I
the
don't want to talk
sniper,
about that movie. Trash.
You
like
know,
It's
American
trash.
Sniper.
Yeah, like American. Exactly. Just that he dances around. He does the Jim Carrey. They did a computerized baby Jim Carrey. That's what they did in that movie. But
well, you do know the star of this movie
the
was a
dog.
dog.
Yeah, Milo, and he's
Yeah.
in both movies playing Milo. So I don't know in what part did Stanley Ipkiss give up Milo and give him to this other dude, but Milo's somebody else's dog now. Weird, so weird.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. So again, hyper stylized city. Right?
Dogs
Well, I
are a
mean,
pain to take care of. That's why.
maybe even worse when they're animated. But no, so you get Stanley Ipkiss. He's just a normal bank. He works at a bank. He's a bank teller or bank
He's a
clerk or
banker.
something. He's
He's
a
a
banker. Right? He
banker.
works at a bank,
He's a basic
and
banker.
he's a mild mannered dude. Right? Never takes risks. Always like just takes all the crap from everybody. And then one day when he's like at his lowest, he tries to go to that one. Well, he tries to go to the Coco Bongo, and they deny him to get in. And
Yeah.
when he
Oh,
when
when
he
he gets
leaves, and again, mind you, I didn't even watch this movie. I remember this movie.
yeah. No,
Right.
he gets someone has his car, takes it to the shop.
Mm-hmm.
They still have his car ready. They give him a loaner, and yeah, it
It's a
breaks
piece of
down.
crap. Mm-hmm.
It's the beginning of a horrible night, and that's where he first meets Cameron Diaz's character before he tries when he gets kicked out for not being able to get in. And his
Hey,
friend was what's his name, the one of them guys who
Yeah. He's a dude, huh?
no one really remembers. He's like he's
Richard Jenny. Richard Jenny.
yeah,
He
he's
was
very
on a. He didn't he have a talk show at one point
some point I think he had a
on UPN? I think it was
you
on
know what?
UPN. I don't know, whatever. But yeah, no, I know he gets and then like when he's down, he thinks he sees a guy that's drowning, and he finds a mask and he puts it on. Then he becomes this mask character. That's when the movie really gets like a lot of fun because the mask character allows him to like
Be who
be his inner self, be the person he really wants to be, even though it's like over the top and borderline. He's inappropriate. Certain things that he says in the movie is inappropriate, especially
well, at
when it
least
comes to
he's
Cameron Diaz character.
well, but at least he's not murdering people like in the comic book.
That's true. I mean, he does put the catalytic converter up somebody's butt, a couple people's butt.
Yeah.
But did
I
they
know they're
die?
dead for sure.
But did they?
I don't know. We never know.
No,
I
it
don't know.
was.
I don't know how much stuff you could put in your butt.
There's a lot of stuff you can put in your butt.
Oh, okay.
Explain.
Extrapolate
don't.
on that.
Well, if I'm walking funny, it's because
You have a GI Joe up there.
I got Cobra Commander. Has a
Cobra.
smoother helmet. So
Cobra.
I got you, Joe.
Ah,
Looks like Skeletor.
but then the whole thing is that he finds the mask, he puts the mask on, he becomes this character, and then he robs his own bank. Right, it's the first thing, and he has all this money. He robs his bank, and it unlocks his wildest inhibitions, and it unlocks his his real personality. And then you have this other side story with Cameron Diaz's character and Dorian Tyrell, right? That he's the bank robber that was at that same time that the mask went to go rob
I
it.
love he
robbed.
didn't see the movie again, but he remembers the name.
I remember.
Yeah.
I remember all of these. Remember? I know Dorian Tyrell.
Yet for some reason
I just don't remember Cameron Diaz's character.
you still prefer
Ina.
Batman Forever.
Oh,
How
that's
dare
right.
you?
Because it's a different movie. I
Mm.
never said that this movie. This movie's not bad. I like this movie. Every time it came out, every time it was like on DVD, I even bought the green version of the Blu-ray, the DVD. I had the mask. I had a lot of the mask.
Yeah,
Right?
it's not a bad movie.
It's
No,
It's
still
enjoyable.
dope. It's
it's a lot.
dope. It's dope.
It's a lot
It's
of
still dope.
fun, and it's still good. Like kids can watch it and the kids laugh. It's like it's still like holds up in regard because it's not a movie that takes place in the real world and in a real time. It's like if you watch Dick Tracy, it's like Dick Tracy is the 20s, the 30s, right? But it's hyper stylized where he has the watches and it's like the color makes it look different. Like it's not really stuck in that time. It's
30
an
seconds, no
alternate
more dick. 30
it's an
seconds, no
it's
more
an
dick.
it's an alternate reality, right? So just like the Batman animated series, like even though it's Gotham City, it looks like it's Gotham City's in the 20s, but it's
Oh,
not,
okay.
right? It could be any time.
Or you know that Joe Schumacher crap called Forever. It's super bright and
I want to
colorful.
see
What's
that. I want to
that?
see that. By the way, I want to see that director's cut they're talking about that Kevin Smith supposedly has. That's a
Of
3
what?
hour long version of Batman Forever.
What?
He
Batman and
Nothing.
screened
Robin?
it. No, Batman Forever. It's a different version of the movie. They screened it the other day at his theater in Red Bank. They screened it.
I don't live near there. That's why I
No,
don't
I
know.
know. But yeah, apparently they screened the Batman Forever cut that he has, like three
Supposedly.
hour. Well, I
Yeah,
mean, he talked
but
about it. He talked about
yeah,
screening it the other day.
they showed the first 5 minutes of it, and then they went to Clerks 2.
Jay and Silent Bob rebooted, reboot. But no,
Again and again.
but I think this again. I like this movie. I think it's a really good movie. It's a lot of fun, and it doesn't give you there's nothing in the movie saying, oh, this is 1994 or this is the year 2000. That's why I think it works. The special effects, yeah, I mean, not the
Again,
greatest,
still better
but
than
it's
other
better.
movies out
It's
there.
good. It's good for the time, and it doesn't take me out of the movie. And the fact that they use a lot of the like it looks very animated, cartoony. Especially his face converts like into just cartoon stuff. It still really works, and Jim Carrey is really like suited for that part.
He goes
He's really
full.
suited for that
He
part.
goes full carry. He goes full carry.
Yeah. So like during that time when he did like again you said he did Ace Ventura before this, then The Mask, then Dumb and Dumber or whatever. Like he did all those movies. That was Jim Carrey like just banger after banger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because those three movies
They
are
all
those
passed
three
like
movies are
100
good.
million, no?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
That's
it's
why
good.
that's why he became the Jim Carrey we know now.
Well, he
That
became
that
the
makes
highest paid
dramas.
actor. He
Not
made
the
a,
one that we know now.
the one no,
The
now
one that
he's
draws and hates that's
it's everything. Yeah.
American. Yeah, it does it.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean
he's Canadian.
that's just age. Just age makes you hate everything. Get off
You know,
my lawn.
you know that's actually that's actually pretty true, because
Yeah, I
the
kind
older you
of
get,
I agree with that.
the older you get, you're like, I
know
hate
what
this.
happened in life. I know what happens in life. I hate everybody.
You become cynical. You
Back in
become
my
cynical.
day, I used to walk in the snow 20 miles uphill and then back uphill to go home.
Barefoot on someone's back. What? That makes no sense. Just shut up. But no, I really do think like Cameron Diaz for her being her first movie too. She did well. I mean, she's not the greatest actress, right? But
Still,
she was
Well,
really
she
well
wasn't
cast. She was cast
she
well in
wasn't
this
an
movie.
actress. She wasn't an actress when they got her for this
She
movie.
just
She
did
was
she did a dominatrix porn movie at one point, right?
that I don't know.
hold on.
Allegedly.
No,
Hold
there's
on.
videos. There's a video.
But
But she
no,
didn't do the porn
saw
stuff.
her
She's just topless, I think.
they
Something
saw her coming out of
I bet you they
a
did.
modeling agency.
Uh-huh.
That's how they found her.
Well, yeah. I mean, you could tell she's not like again. She's just first movie, not the greatest actress, but
Yeah.
she was really well cast in this movie. I liked her character. Her chemistry with Jim Carrey really with the mask really worked. The villain really worked, right? Because the whole point of the villain is like you stole my score from the bank. My friend died because of you because they got into a shootout with the cops. And now he finds out that this guy has a mask that can bring out the inner person, and when he takes it, Dorian Tyrell becomes the evil mask, the one with the super thick neck.
Yeah.
it's weird. The guy becomes he has a super thick neck, but whatever. And then like
But
There's nothing
supposedly
wrong.
the in
There's
the
nothing
comic
wrong with
book,
having a super thick neck.
anyway,
huh?
the supposedly in the comic book, Ipkiss is more of that Dorian character.
Man, that video is very, very tame. What do you mean
You're
dominatrix?
watching it. This guy.
What the?
It's so tame. You hear zip.
It's
He was
it's just
bookmarking it. He was bookmarking it.
it's just I paused it so I can finish later.
Uh-huh.
And I finished already. It's
That's
like
what?
and boom goes the dynamite.
Gross. No, but yeah, I mean, you can. I
Chakalaka.
mean, cause no, yeah, cause from when I read the card in the comic book, he
It's
does
like
kill a lot of people,
I'm
right?
NBA
The
Jam.
the mask character, the mask character. Oh,
He's on fire.
No, like the mask, the
That's
mask
a
character. Yeah,
that's an
like
STD.
oh, it burns. No, but I think like he does, like you said, like in the comic from what I read, like he does kill a lot of people.
Gross.
In this movie, it's like, well, you have to have that separation. The hero can't really just be randomly killing people,
Well, you can't
right?
sell a movie. Wow, you really can't. Back then, you really couldn't sell a movie like that. You'd have to make it a lot tamer in the. You'd still do the action, but you wouldn't
Well, no,
do the
you have to, you
blood.
have to have, you have to have that, you have to have a bad guy that can do that. The hero
Yeah,
can't do
but
that,
even then,
right?
the
So,
bad guy does not make you bleed. People get shot. Oh my god! But you don't see the blood. You see like oh shot, and then like there's like clothing ripped or stuff like that. You don't really see too much blood, if at
but
all.
it's still a comic book cartoon movie geared towards
Yeah,
kids. They're not going to show that. But
which is
again, like here in
the
this
reason it sold is
this
because
case,
it was geared towards more like kids like PG-13 like kind of like style like what we know now, not what we
mhm.
knew back then. Back then
Yeah,
you probably still throw some stuff in there. You know? Like
right,
that's
but
a
see,
nipple.
but that's what I like. That's what I liked about this movie is that Stanley Ipkiss, even though he's still like the crazy mask, he doesn't really kill anyone. Dorian Tyrell, the bad guy, he like technically kills people. There's people that die. There's blood in this movie, right? When the guy gets shot and he
When
dies
they
while he's doing the dance in the Coco Bongo Club,
yeah. By the
right?
way,
Which is still a good
performances
dance.
still fun, all of
Yeah, all of them. The dance scene with Jim Carrey and Cameron Diaz. I mean, although not, I don't think it's always them, but they do a
Cuban
good
Pete,
job.
Cuban Pete.
Well, yeah,
All
yeah, the
right, now
Cuban
maybe not
Pete.
the
Cuban,
Cuban Pete.
I like
That
Cuban
was a
Pete.
little bit out there, but the swing dance that they do, I think
Yeah.
Yeah, this
that's
week
still
came out
good.
when Swing was coming up too again.
That's when Brian Setzer was like, "I'm back, baby," and then everyone was like, "All right, cool, swing, go away, I'm
You making
gone,
fun
baby."
of you were making fun of my hair? Not no more.
And then again in like 10 years, I'm back,
Jutsu
baby, because
Riot.
swing comes back. That's what
Now
happens.
let me do some Christmas songs. Jingle bell, jingle bells.
Hey, don't
All
knock it. It's a really good performance.
and all
I've
and all
seen
It is.
that.
Oh no, no,
and all
I'm not
still
lying.
and all still
I've
the
seen
straight
that concert.
and it's
I would love to see him live.
and it's all sang with the same song. It's all Rock This Town. Just now it's Jingle Bell Town. That's how he does it.
I'm
How
gonna
does he
Running
write
jingle
on.
these
bell,
songs? It's the
jingle all
same
night
song.
long.
Yeah. That's how he does it. Ryan Setzer. I take one song and I write every song with it.
No.
Okay.
No, it's
What is he,
really good.
Clapton?
No, shut up. That's different. No, Clapton doesn't do that.
What is Santana?
But Brian Setzer does.
Mm,
Rock this town. Rock this Christmas town. Rock this Valentine's town. Come on now. Come on now. But yeah, no. So that swing scene is really is still well done. I still like to watch it. I'm telling you, this movie is a lot of fun to watch. It's a lot of fun to go back to, and even though it's 1994, it takes me back to when I was a kid. And the movie has a lot. It
Two.
has mythology. It has Norse mythology. It has Loki. Obviously there's no Thor. But it talks about Loki. There's Odin. There's this mask character. Like it has a lot. It's a lot going on in this movie, and it's not a long movie. It's a relatively short movie, but it has a lot in it.
weirdly enough, no share.
I think you
Wrong
watched the
mask.
wrong movie with
Wrong
Eric
mask.
Stoltz, your twin.
Sure. Eric Stoltz rocked this movie, man.
You mean
He's
Marty
not in this
McFly?
movie. He's not in this movie. But if you
Marty
have not
McFly
seen,
was the greatest part of Mask ever.
he's a green faced dude, right? If you have not seen The Mask, Jim Carrey's The Mask from 1994,
It's still a
Not
must
to be
see.
mistaken with Mask by Eric Stoltz and Cher, where Eric Stoltz plays Cher. Um, you should definitely watch. You should definitely watch The Mask, right? And because again, it's a good movie. Like Ozzy said, it's on Hulu. It's available. It's widely available. It's one of Jim Carrey's best movies.
It's a reminder of how good Jim Carrey is.
Yeah, when he has
when you
good
let
material.
him have fun. When you just let him have fun.
And you have good material, because they tried to do the same thing with Dumb and Dumber 2.
Because there's people nowadays there's people nowadays who don't know how good Jim Carrey was
because of Dumb and Dumber 2.
No, because all they know him is from like the seriously quirky movies like
Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. That's a good movie though. That's a good movie.
It's a good movie, but it's more like it's a deeper
The Truman
quirky...
Show, the hilarious Truman Show, right? That's what people like. Jim
what
Carrey's
was that?
hilarious.
What was that other one? The number 31 or something?
Number 23?
Oh, 23.
Number 23. He did The Majestic. 23.
That was actually my first date with my wife.
That was his attempt to make a Frank Capra movie, which I never saw. The Majestic.
What are you talking about? No, I'm talking about number 23. What are you talking about?
The Majestic.
Who gives a shit about that movie?
Number 23 is he was trying to be a psychological movie.
Amy Smart played his love interest. Who cares?
In what movie? I never saw it.
Majestic.
Yet you saw
Majestic.
It.
Yeah.
Wait, yeah. Majestic or 23? Come on, guys.
No, 23 had.
Isn't that a Joel Schumacher movie?
I think Regina Manson is as his love interest. But I liked it, dude. He was ripped, like Jesus, bro. He's like, yeah, cum gutters right there. So it's like, he worked out. He worked out for
always.
Awesome.
Always goes there.
Yeah, always. Dude. It's always gonna.
I knew it was a Joel Schumacher movie, because Joel Schumacher couldn't stop working with the Riddler.
Which one?
Number 23 is Joel Schumacher.
Okay, it's fine. See? Better than Batman Forever.
Bring it back to Batman Forever. Nope, not better. The movie. I've never saw 23, but I heard it was crap.
No, you're crap.
Yeah, whatever. You just have a fond memory because that's how I took my wife to the movies and bought her the popcorn.
And I did the popcorn trick.
But you had to go all the way to the bottom of the, all the way to the very bottom. She's like, "Oh, what's this little kernel?"
No. The trick is you get the popcorn, put it in a different half of it in a different bucket, put butter and on it, and then you put the rest on top. Shake, so it evenly coats.
So why did they give you a small box of popcorn? You shut up. You shut up.
The kid size.
It was big, but it was not so shallow. It was like this deep.
All right. But if you haven't seen The Mask, you should definitely check it out. Jim Carrey has a vast catalog of movies.
Because I'm girthy.
Stop. Nobody cares, bro.
Some great, some not. But you should check it out. A lot of these movies are on streaming services that you can watch.
There was some hair on the popcorn.
All right. On that note, this has been Vinny.
Anna.
And we'll see you guys next week before Ozzy passes out and dies. See you guys later.
Yeah.